Have you heard whispers about the Creighton model but have no idea what it actually is or how it could help you understand your own body? I'm Christy Murray, a Creighton trained practitioner at Blue Veil Wellness. And here's what I know after years of helping Catholic women reclaim their fertility and hormone health. We've been sold a lie about what's normal when it comes to our cycles. And here's the problem most of us face. We're told to track our cycles, but the methods available, they completely contradict our faith. Most apps push contraception. Most providers recommend the pill to regulate cycles, and fertility awareness methods out there, half of them include barrier methods or withdrawal that go against Catholic teaching. After working with hundreds of Catholic women, I see this pattern over and over. You're left with what feels like an impossible choice. Either ignore your faith or ignore your health. But that's a false choice. Here's what I know from years of practice. Our bodies were designed by God with incredible precision. The signs your body gives you each cycle, they're not random, they're a language. And when you learn to read that language correctly, you don't have to compromise anything. You actually deepen your understanding of how beautiful God designed our female body. And if you're wondering what mistakes to avoid when you're just starting out, I have a full video on 7 things to avoid when learning the Creighton method. You'll definitely want to stick around for that. And here's where Creighton separates itself from every other natural family planning method out there. It gives you a clearer, more detailed picture of your cycle and your body's signals. But here's the game changer. Creighton connects to NaPro medical technology protocols. Isn't that amazing? Let me tell you what that means. It means we know exactly what to do with your data. So we collect data using the Creighton charting, and then we have protocols using the NaPro technology. Most NFP methods teach you to chart for family planning, and that's it. You get your information, but then what? And if something's off with your cycle, you're kind of on your own. But with Creighton, your chart becomes a medical tool. Those patterns you're tracking, they translate directly into protocols that can address hormone imbalances, fertility challenges, and cycle irregularities. Your chart isn't just telling you when you're fertile, it's revealing what's happening with your progesterone, your estrogen, your overall reproductive health. And I, as a NaPro medical consultant, prefer to see charting first. So what? We can make better decisions. And that's the difference between tracking and true fertility awareness. And when you learn Creighton, you're training your eye to see 4 specific things that most women have never been taught to notice. This isn't guesswork. It's precise observation. So first, we teach you how to look at the color. Your cervical mucus changes colors throughout your cycle. Did you know that? And each color tells you something different about your hormone levels and fertility status. The second is consistency. Is it thick, thin, stretchy? Each consistency means something. It corresponds to different phases of your cycle and different hormone patterns. The third is the phase length. You're tracking exactly how long each phase lasts. Your menstrual phase, your dry days, your fertile window. This gives you and your practitioner crucial information about hormone balance. Number 4 is that there are specific categories of mucus types that correspond to peak fertility, declining fertility, and infertile phases. And when you put all 4 observations together, you're not just tracking your cycle. You're creating a complete hormonal picture that can guide both your family planning and your health decisions. Now, what changes when you start? Let me tell you what I see happen when women commit to learning the Creighton method. Before they start, most of my clients feel like complete mysteries to themselves. Their cycles are unpredictable, painful. Periods come when it does. Have no clue when it comes, or they've been told that that's just the way it is. They've been offered a pill as the only answer, or they're tracking casually with an app that just predicts instead of observing, often leading to taking birth control. They describe feeling like their body is working against them. Irregular cycles, unexplained fertility challenges, mood shifts that no one can explain it. Many are grieving miscarriages or failed cycles. And they feel stuck in a system that manages them rather than actually helping them understand what's going on inside. But here's what changes. After learning the Creighton method, they become fluent in their own bodies. They can look at their chart and know exactly where they are in their cycle, what their hormones are likely doing, and whether something needs attention. And that is important information that really empowers people. It's actionable as well. So the shift I hear about most, from anxiety to agency. The uncertainty doesn't completely disappear, but she's no longer in the dark. Many women who come to me for fertility often tell me that Creighton method gave them answers they've been chasing for years. Undiagnosed luteal phase defects, PCOS, now PMOS, endometriosis, and things that were finally visible in their chart. And here's what surprises them most: the emotional and spiritual aspects of things. Learning to observe and honor their cycle rather than suppressing or ignoring it or putting a band-aid. It reconnects them to their femininity in a profound way. And for Catholic women especially, there's often this moment where theology of the body and biology of the body suddenly put together. So, how do you actually get started? Here's the real process, and I want to be upfront. This isn't something that you can learn from a book or a YouTube video. Creighton requires proper training. So the first step is for you to attend an introductory session. This is where you'll learn what Creighton actually involves, and you meet with a certified practitioner. You'll get all your questions answered before you commit to anything. The second step is that you sign up with that practitioner for the full program. You're not just buying materials, you're investing in personal instruction. So step 3, you receive your materials and manuals. Often the practitioner will have it there right in front of you. These manuals are detailed resources that will guide your observations, but then again, the materials alone aren't enough. So the step 4 is you'll make an appointment 2 weeks after the intro, preferably. You'll meet with your practitioner 3 more times for at least 3 cycles. And this is where the real learning happens, so you're not alone. Your practitioner will review your charts with you, help you identify patterns, correct any mistakes in your observations, and make sure you're charting accurately. Why 3 cycles minimum? Because it takes time to train your eye and develop your confidence and your habits in your observations. Your practitioner is there to guide you through the learning curve, so you end up with reliable medical-grade data. You're not just like, here's a book, come back when you find something. Well, now let me address the concerns I hear most often. First, I don't have time for this. I get it. You're already juggling everything. But here's the reality. Creighton observations take about 30 seconds a day. 30 seconds. You spend more time checking Instagram. The time investment is in learning the method properly, not in the daily practice. So second, there's too much to learn. It seems overwhelming. Yes, there is a lot of learning. There's precision involved. But you're not learning everything at once. Your practitioner breaks it down cycle by cycle. You master one observation before adding the next. It's systematic. That's why you have follow-ups. So you're not overwhelmed. So third is, what if I get confused or do it wrong? And this is exactly why you work with a trained practitioner for a minimum of 3 cycles. Confusion is part of the learning process. Your practitioner expects it and guides you through it. You're not figuring this out alone. And finally, isn't there a faster way? Here's what I tell women who ask this. You can spend years guessing about your cycle, trying different apps, and getting frustrated with inconsistent information. Or you can invest in 3 to 4 months learning a method that will give you reliable data for the rest of your reproductive life, which is actually faster. Here's what I want you to remember. Investing in your understanding your body is not selfish. It's very important. Your cycle isn't just about fertility. It's a monthly report card on your overall health. And when you learn to read those signals correctly, you're not just planning your family. You're taking charge of your health. You deserve to understand what's happening in your own body. You deserve answers, not just management. And you deserve methods that honor both your health and your faith. If you're tired of feeling like a mystery to yourself, if you want real answers instead of just symptom management, the Creighton method can give you that clarity. Your body is telling you a story every single cycle, and it's time to learn how to listen to that. If this helped you understand what the Creighton model actually is, you'll definitely want to watch my next video. 7 things to avoid when learning the Creighton method. I break down the exact mistakes that can derail your progress and keep you from getting reliable data. Click on that video now.